Hey everyone, welcome to the Gaming X. Now it's better late than never, and the developers kindly supplied a copy of the game to us for review. So we're going to be taking a quick fire look at our verdict for Sling Ming on the Nintendo Switch. Now, is this a puzzle platformer worth your hard-earned money? Let's find out. So before we get started, if you are new here, then consider hitting subscribe. We appreciate all the support the YouTube community has given us, and we'd love to see you on future reviews and news covering everything from the largest Switch reviews to the smallest of eShop gems. With that being said, let's get started. So the story here, it's pretty simple. You play as Princess Ming as your kingdom is under attack. Princess Ming has absolutely no fear against the attack, however, and decides to take it head on, jumping literally down a hole in the ground. She's a bit of a badass. You need to find 3 keys to uncover who the enemies are and why they are attacking you. For this, you're going to launch yourself into outer space and traverse across 3 different planets. It's a fun storyline with a number of entertaining characters that I'd easily recommend checking out. So gameplay, and first of all, this is not a puzzle platformer like the Nintendo eShop may lead you to believe. In fact, the developers, when they emailed me the code, they stated the following: it helps to think of it more like a slow puzzle game than a regular platformer, and be prepared for a challenge. They weren't lying at all. This one is tough. So taking on the role of title character Ming, you find yourself on those 3 alien worlds, as I said. Your only control though is to swing from node to node to reach the end of each stage in your spacesuit, and you'll be tethered from these points. These nodes can additionally be moved to adjust your path. This will be absolutely necessary to navigate the multiple obstacles and collisions in your way. So when it comes to difficulty, I just didn't expect this at all. I thought it would be a relaxing jaunt, but it couldn't have been further from it. Expect to be frustrated, expect to feel the challenge, and expect to potentially throw your Switch at the nearest object. Fortunately though, the gameplay, it always feels fantastic. It feels like you always are the master of your own destiny, and the reward is absolutely monumental when you pass one of these many levels. To add to this difficulty, once you start the motion of moving from node to node, you can't cancel it, and you will find so many frustrating deaths because of it. Fortunately, the game, it allows you to collect gold coins and blue tokens. These allow you to skip levels. Just be warned, when it comes to the end of each set of levels, shall we say, around each planet, the game does little to advise you, but you're gonna need 3 to 5 of these blue tokens to progress. Something I found out the hard way when I completed the second world, and I didn't have the count necessary. A few additional options here, it would have elevated the title and the audience it's open to, however. This is extremely difficult, as I said, and perhaps utilizing the movement for an action where you could cancel it, or extra nodes, it would have allowed for a larger audience alongside a bit more replayability once you beat it the first time. This could have opened the game to multiple difficulty options. I enjoyed it immensely, I'm just not sure I will ever be going back. One final comment on gameplay is, and this really reinforces the difficulty, did I mention this is one-hit kills? Fantastic work overall. This one, it definitely rewards patience, and I've got to say, it's an absolute joy to succeed. Okay, so graphics on this one, it has a very almost hand-drawn visual style. Beautiful characters and some fantastic environmental variants over 3 planets. It does enough to always keep this one fresh. The game very much inspires a feeling of relaxed and easy in its colour palette and the design itself. But don't be fooled. This one, as I said, it's an absolute beast of a challenge, and it's very deceiving in the way it does look. It's the sound and music, and it's beautiful music here, I've got to say. Again, like the art style, It's very much the opposite of the frustration you will face. Mellow, chilled, relaxed. These are all key words I would use to describe the music. And perhaps this is actually smart design. When it came to the challenge, the gameplay was enough, and the music played its part to add to the environments without building upon the frustration and challenge. If anything, it subdued it slightly, and that was necessary. It was nice to have something more somber while I struggled through. When it comes to sound effects, there's very little. A few sounds from Ming as she moves, some nice movement sounds, but little else. It does enough, but it's nothing overly special. So the final verdict, and Sling Ming is here and she ain't as friendly as she seems. The gameplay, it is fantastic, but do expect a challenge, and this is accompanied by graphics that provide a nice hand-drawn window into this world by being the very opposite of what the gameplay entails. This is also very true for the music itself, which is more somber movements as you fight through the stress. My only complaint is a few more options for difficulty and a control scheme with a few more options. It could have elevated this one to a much wider audience and provided a bit more replayability. For me though, beating this one, the challenge was real and I succeeded, and that felt fantastic, but I have very little desire to ever go back, at least not until Sling Ming 2 is here. The Gaming X awards Sling Ming a great 8 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching. As we said at the beginning, if you are new here, then consider hitting subscribe. We appreciate all the support the YouTube community has given us. We'd love to see you on future reviews and news covering everything from the largest Switch reviews to the smallest of eShop gems. With that being said, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next Gaming X.